Bungie and Simon & Schuster Australia presents Secrets by Judi Morison, narrated by Bessie, Holland. When the grandmothers speak, the earth will be healed. Hopi proverb. For the healers and those who are healing. Prologue. Cora, September 2016. From the freshly greening hillside in the mountain range that snaked between the east coast and the central plains, Ruth's grave overlooked the acreage on which her home, Cora, sat. Paint crumbling to talcum on its faded white weatherboards, Cora shone stark beside the kunzies that already pressed their mauve-pink flowers against its veranda. Along the range north and south, valleys cupped morning cloud, and from Ruth's garden below, a pied currawong called. The September sunlight glinted on clods of earth like dark chocolate as Ruth's coffin was lowered. In the sudden quiet, feet pressed towards the lip of the grave and the soft thwack of acacia pubifolia stems. Ruth's favourite velvet wattle blended with the dull puck of dirt hitting the biodegradable cardboard coffin on which she had insisted. Around the ring of mourners, the sweet wood and honey scent of wattle mingled with the smell of smouldering leaves and bark. The ceremony concluded. The graveside circle was broken as a woman strode swiftly away down the rutted track towards the house. The remaining mourners followed more slowly, clots of red-brown soil stuck to their shoes. Trailing behind the rest of the funeral party came the younger generation. Ruth's grandson Hamish, on day release wearing prison greens, unsuccessfully camouflaged with a midi-length black wool coat of M's, walked arm in arm with his sister. Dressed in her best black going-to-court suit to collect him, M alternated between beaming at her brother and swiping away tears for the loss of her grandmother. By the time brother and sister climbed the wooden steps to the veranda, most of the others were inside. What would be the reaction to Hamish showing up? In the hallway, on the oak hall stand Ruth had refused to part with, her favourite gardening hat still hung alongside a battered akubra and several knitted scarves. Ruth hadn't been interested in modernising or decluttering, so anything and everything had continued to find its way onto and around the old hall stand, and not a lot ever seemed to leave it. The pair passed along the wide hallway, the main artery of the house, with its sepia photographs of young men on horseback, various unknown relatives in World War I army uniform, and several championship bulls wearing Royal Agricultural Show ribbons. They hurried past Ruth's bedroom, off to the right, and more rooms either side, until a fretwork arch marked their arrival in the living area, where the others waited. Smells of coffee, tea, and freshly baked scones hung in the air as Ruth's daughters took up their positions around the room, doubtless wondering how they would all occupy Cora that afternoon, with their mother no longer circumscribing its spaces, whether the rooms would echo and the painted clock on the kitchen wall tick more loudly, what adjustments they would all have to make. Hamish took himself off to the far corner and squatted on his haunches, a habit he must have picked up in the exercise yard, while the rest of the mourners stood or perched uneasily on dining chairs around the edges of the room. No one had taken Ruth's seat, the floral chintz-covered tub chair by the fireplace. Yet most eyes in the room seemed drawn towards it. Did its emptiness somehow more strongly suggest her presence? Em finally drew herself up beside her grandmother's chair and broke the silence. "We've got some talking to do," she said. Out on the hillside, Ruth could do no more. She knew her girls well, but how would they react to what Em had to say? For now she did as she always had, gave a resigned sigh as she watched over them and prayed for peace. Part 1. Chapter 1. Cora, May 2016.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?